Hey, gorgeous friends, Laurel here. And before I start, I want to give you an apology ahead of time. They are doing construction on my street, right on cue. And I was waiting to record this, but I think they're going to be at it all day. So we're going to go for it anyways. Deep breath in. So a couple of things that I wanted to just share with you. I suspect many of us are going through some profound transition. This full moon that we just had was so powerful. And I know for me, this whole year is about transition, and it's not always fun. It's hard, and there's grief, and there's challenge with it. And um, there's this great quote I recently heard on MTV of all places. I have always loved Real World and The Challenge, and one of the people who's been on a lot of their shows was going through his own life transition, and he said this. It's such a powerful quote. He said, "Just when I thought I knew the answer, life changed the question." Isn't that amazing? And I thought, oh my God, yes, yes, that is what is happening for so many of us, including myself. On this journey of self growth, we have been so great about living our way into the answers, right? This was a huge part of my life. Like, I have my answers now. I understand who I am and what I'm here to do and what life is about. And boy, I will tell you, I feel like over the last year, life has started changing the question. I don't even know what the question is right now. And this is a time of self-exploration again, right? I know on the journey of self-growth, we're always self-reflecting, but this feels different. I know for me, with my mother's passing, her transition in February, that life feels really different now, and there's something seeking to be born through me, but not based on my will, not based on I want this to happen, but holding this opportunity gently, and letting it breathe into me as I breathe into it. And so I want to share with you the process the angels are walking me through in service to that. And it's actually reflected in the new program I shared with you over the weekend, which is called Words as Medicine. Probably you're similar to me in that writing in a journal or journaling has been a part of your self-growth journey. It certainly has been true for me. I have dozens of journals. Some of them are written to the very last page. Others are a third of the way full. There's different times in my life. I have different styles and rhythms with my journaling experience. In this breath, what the angels have invited me to do, and by extension, inviting you to do, is to take a 30-day process of journaling each day in a sacred, loving, self-reflective way, in service to creating a private, sacred space where we can explore our hearts and souls. So this is something they brought forward for me to begin doing in April, and then I was thinking about doing it in May, and life got in the way, and I thought, there's no way I'm letting another month go by without doing and engaging in this process. And I am somebody who I love getting to go through these kinds of experiences in a group. So sure, I can do this on my own. Of course I can, but I don't want to. I much prefer going through these kinds of experiences because I really believe that where two or more are gathered in God's name, miracles happen. That whether it's one of you who's going through this with me or 20 of you, I don't know, God knows, really, truly, God knows, that if you're feeling like this invitation to come into a sacred process of exploring self-reflection through journaling for the next 30 days, being supported by the angels and me and anybody else who's going to join us, sounds delicious to you, I would love to invite you to join me for Words as Medicine. Here's something important to know. You will not be asked to share your writing. It feels really important that for this process to be able to go as deep as it wants to go, that we engage in it in a way that says, I am under no obligation to share anything that I write. We need permission to tell our truth within our own consciousness. And so we will have a Facebook group where you can share of your process, you can share your experiences, you can share your insights, but you will not be asked to share your writing. In addition to our own writing, we also will be invited to find other words that help us heal. Maybe it'll be a poem, a quote, a chapter of a book. That this is about opening up the subtle consciousness of self to begin to understand where we are on the map of life. So with this program, you're going to get 4 live calls with me and the angels. So there will be channeling, there will be conversation. If you can't make the live call, you'll get the recording of it. I also will be sending out emails throughout the week, and there will be journal prompts and other stuff. I don't know what it is yet, because usually the angels are working with me as we are in the class live, and so they have stuff that they will bring to you. The journal prompts and other exercises are optional, so you are under no obligation to follow the same flow I'm following. This is about you following your flow. And 30 days is such a beautiful container for something to shift. I don't know what it'll be, but something is in motion, and you are in motion, and I am in motion, and we're going to create this beautiful sacred container to hold space for this process. So Words as Medicine starts on Monday, May 27th, and I look forward to sharing it with you. So if you too are going through a transition point in your life and you feel like committing to a journaling process and being in a loving, intentional, heart-centered group which support you, it would be my blessing to share this experience with you. Thank you, dear ones. Have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye.